Coach, congratulations. So far, undefeated in the region at 6-0. And last time out, a big game against a Keenan team that's probably the second best team right now in the region behind you guys. And you were a straight set winner. And you're telling me you're really happy with the way the girls performed against Keenan this past Thursday. Talk a little bit about how the girls are playing.
Absolutely. We've been working really hard in working on being disciplined no matter who our opponent is and making sure we take care of things on our side of the court. And we're really excited about Thursday's home match against Keenan. We felt pretty confidently that if we could clinch that win, that it would sort of be a precursor to winning the region. And the girls came out guns blazing and were ready to do that. So with the pretty strong victory, finishing last at 25-10. Very proud of the performance. The girls were anticipating the game a lot better than they have been so far this season, and sort of everything came together for us that night. So it was a good win.
You guys are heading into the home stretch, and it's the second time through, of course. And the first time around, obviously being undefeated, you dispatched all of your opponents. So beginning tomorrow with Saluda on the road, and then you play again this week at home against Fox Creek on Thursday. Because you beat these teams rather easily the first time through, are you having to kind of coach the girls up about not being complacent and really going out there and not taking anything for granted?
Right, exactly. We had, after the win on Thursday, one of the first things, someone said, one of the parent asked if we were going to cancel practice on Friday and just let the girls, and so we're getting ready for a state championship. So we have one of our hardest practices on Friday, preparing for that, and we talk a lot about that and the mental capacity that goes into this game, and being able to mentally shut down our opponents and not letting that happen on our side. So we've had to talk a lot about that and making sure that we don't, like you said, get complacent or also get too cocky. We want to make sure that we're not just winning, but we're also doing what we need to do and getting better each time. And sometimes that's a difficult task.
Now that you're, I guess you're probably approximately 3/4 through your regular season with the state playoffs getting underway, and I think October the 19th, in about a little less than 3 weeks actually. Tell me some of the girls that have really stepped up and have developed into not just your leaders off the court, but who have really become your go-to girls on the court.
Well, I have a group of juniors that have been really fantastic for me this year. 3 of them are captains. It's Allison Hare, Sierra Punska, and also Nia Reed. Those are 3 juniors that have been really strong, and they're my go-to kids on the court. But also, hey, we've got this happening outside the court. We're kind of dealing with things like if the kid's late to class or grades are slipping. We want to make sure that we're having scholar athletes as well. And so I can rely on those girls to go to their team and say, hey, we got to make sure we're doing what we need to do. I have another junior, my libero, Rachel Branham, very, very strong player. She's been working on that injury and working through that injury, but has just, really been a star for me. We've got some up-and-comers too, like Emma Bright, who's a sophomore and is a middle hitter, and just has really come into her own in the past couple weeks. And really determining where her place is on this team. And my breakthrough performance last week, was from Evelyn Fitz, who's a freshman. She's an outside hitter for me and has just worked her tail off and found an opportunity and was just able to go and hit over the block every time against Keenan. And they have 2 very, very great players, very good blockers. And she was able to implement there.
All right. Well, congratulations on so far. Again, perfect in region at 6-0, going for 7 in a row when you play again at Saluda tomorrow. And best of luck to you, and look forward to catching up to you next week as the state playoffs get closer.
Yeah, thank you.